Welcome back to Raven on the Road. Today we're going to do a campground review of 1,000 Trails Wilmington RV Resort in Wilmington, Ohio. Hope you like it. I've got Raven here in the back seat and we're ready to get started on our tour. We're pulling in here to 1,000 Trails Wilmington RV Park. Off to the left, you'll see the ranger station where you check in. Also has a little store and a couple clubhouses in there. We're going to go ahead and pull in here in the parking lot and go check it out inside, see what it looks like. Very nice facility. The store had quite a few items in there, not real big, but definitely well stocked. Some campground supplies, camper supplies, popcorn machine, as you can see, ice cream, drinks. You'll also see over here to the right slushy machines. That seems to be a common theme at the 1,000 Trail Parks. I walked outside to go to the next pavilion that's next door. In here, once we go in, looks like it's a clubhouse with some TVs, some games. Also the sales office for 1,000 Trails was in here as well. Go ahead and take a peek in here. Got a pool table, TV, some lounge chairs, kind of just a mingling place to hang out. It's very nice. Microwave, some board games, some books. Just looking around in here. Got a lot of field area in the back, a couple little lakes, little creeks in the back. Outside, they actually do accept Amazon packages. Those are right here by the ranger station. We got some ice if you need that. You can pick it up there. They also sell firewood here in this place as well. I'm gonna walk around the back here. You'll see some of the little ponds and lakes that are back here behind the campground. Very peaceful. Not a lot of noise, not a lot of people. But kind of relaxing, actually. It was very nice out this day when I was doing the video. We'll go ahead and pull out of the ranger station here and we will head on into the park and show you what that looks like. We'll pull up here to the gate. As you'll see, it's a common theme at all 1,000 Trails parks that have the keypad at the gate to go through, so they give you your code when you check in. We'll go ahead and start pulling in towards the actual campers. Off to the right here, you're eventually going to see that there is a propane tank. You can get your propane tanks filled here. You just need to request schedule an appointment at this park. Most parks you can just go to the ranger station and ask. This one actually had a sign on it that said you needed to schedule a time, so keep that in mind if you're staying at this park. Off to the left here, you're going to see section A of the park. We'll pull in there first and take a look and see what that looks like. Building off to the left here is going to be the laundromat as we pull in, so we'll go ahead and pull in here and take a look. As we come around the corner here, we're going to come up on one of the bathrooms, so we'll go ahead and park and take a look. As we continue around the corner here, we're going to come up on the game room. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the game room. As we went in, it looked a little bare. So there wasn't a whole lot in there. You'll see as we go in the front door here, you'll see that there's air hockey. Looks like a ping pong table, and that's about it. So not much going on in here. Right here behind the laundromat, you'll see that there was putt-putt, a small little course. It was well taken care of. So you like putt-putt, fun place to play while you're here. All right, that completes section A, and now we're going to move on into Loop B. There's a pavilion here off to the left that you could use for a cookout, maybe a family gathering. You also see off to the left here is a little pond that runs through the campground. It's not a bad view. You'll notice here in Loop B that the lots are very, very small. This looks like all full-time people that stay at this campground year-round. No empty lots. Every lot pretty much had a camper on it, and they're very, very tight. But we did notice that's only in Loop B. Loop A wasn't that way, and Loop C looks like the newer part, which we'll be to next, where the lots are very, very, very large. That concludes Loop B, and now we're going to go ahead and head towards Loop C, which is also where the pool is located. So we're going to go ahead and pull into the pool first and take a look at that and see what it looks like. Also had a pavilion connected to it. Pool was very nice. Everything looked great there. Also had a kid pool next to it, which was nice. It did have a sauna hot tub, but that was actually empty, so it looks like they were trying to repair it or it's just out of use. But we'll go ahead and take a walk in here in the pavilion and see what it looks like. You'll see it's rather large, would hold a large event if you were going to do that while you were here. Lots of tables and chairs throughout. Actually had a fireplace. And then down the hall here was the restrooms and the shower for the pool. Overall, very nice facility, very clean. Looks great. Outside the pool was a grassy fielded area. It looks like they have a movie theater here. We've been seeing at a lot of Thousand Trails campgrounds where they have little theaters set up. People probably use their golf carts to come up and watch those, or lawn chairs. Alright, so now we're going to head into Loop C and check that out. You'll notice as we pull in here, it's very large, a lot of open area. The lots are very, very large. It looks like a newer section. Just kind of has the feel of being a lot newer. We were in this section on a back-end site that was very large, and we noticed that all the people around us were with Thousand Trails and were on the same lots as us. So there might be a whole row here in Loop C. We are on lot C60, where they're sticking the Thousand Trail members, but maybe elsewhere in the park, just not sure. But we love this side of the park. It was just very nice, clean, and very open. So let's take a look. Off to the right here, you'll see that's the entrance for one of the two hiking trails that are at this campground, and we didn't get a chance to hike them, but they look really cool from the outside, and also on the map they look rather large. So if you like hiking, might be something you want to check out. as you'll see here, this is actually our lot. Very, very, very large. We're in Loop C. Lots of room for Raven to run around, and dog fences are allowed here. They have been at every 1,000 trail parks, so that's really good because Raven loves to be outside. Well, that finishes up our review of 1,000 Trails Wilmington RV Resort in Wilmington, Ohio. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'd love for you to go on and subscribe to our channel. That really helps us out. Like, comment the video, that would be great. And we look forward to seeing you on the next video.
Was doing good way before I met you. Now you're off the set and I'ma let you see the show go on without you. Take a bow, think about it, and hopefully we could be friends.